world. Namaste, my Phoenicians, my big cat Phoenicians. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your daily message or massages. Big cat, today we are going to talk about the opportunist. Yes, I had to make me notes in order to get all of the intel out, because recon has to be done with one fell swoop. We drop down and get our eagle on, babe. It's absolutely necessary at all times, so that our flip-flops don't become askew. Let's get this in line first. I've got so many mouses, right? For all of these computers, right? Right. The opportunist loves to take advantage of circumstances. They do. With little regard or principles. Right? They've got no regard for the consequences. Right? For those that they're taking advantage of. All will be judged by the fruits of their labor. Trust and believe. You may not see it in your eyesight, but nobody gets away. Not on this Malkuth, this side of the age of Aquarius, where what? Everybody's getting their karma, be it karma or dharma. All will definitely be judged for the fruit of their labors. Job 4:8, right? Plow iniquity, harvest troubles, aplenty, a whole bushel. Reap what you sow. The pain, big cat, from an opportunist, right, is like a green light for your spiritual awakening. Proverbs 27:4. Who can stand in the face of such wickedness? Big cat can. Especially when you do your what? Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. Focus on yourself. Go within. Know thyself. Remembering that you what? Have those badass alchemist ways. I keep telling you on a regular basis. Right? You're Ibex, Miss Sarah. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Or try to what? Confuse your cranium into living in the skullduggery delivered by said opportunist. Pennywise son or daughter with their little finger ways. The planetary energies today, Venus is still in Virgo, which is a trine in Pluto, right? Passions are high, right? Under this particular aspect, where it could lead to obsession with love or money. The pentacles. Fortunately, right, for us big cats, Mercury, right, is moving into the efficient Virgo to keep our minds focused on the bag, darling dear, the multiple streams of income, our creativities, how to what? Bend the matrix and continue to what? Get grace, darling dear. I pinpointed a few, how can I put it? Characteristics, that's the word. Is this on? It's not even bloody on. I was wondering, why isn't it working? Right? The first one we come across, big cats, is called the what? The strategizer. Doesn't come with the request of what they're trying to bleed from you. Baby, not at the first instant. They are much smarter than that. They strategize their plan and calculate the equation in advance, darling dear. They've got a whole plan for you. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right? But once you get them, you ain't gonna see them again. You won't see them for dust. until the next time of their what? Begation, strategization. You won't see them. The next one, big cat, is the entitled one. Don't you know? They're extremely what? Unapologetic and full on narcissist, darling dear. Narcissist, right? You should feel they make you or they want to make you feel privileged, right? To be in their hemisphere, to cater to their every need, right? Down to your what? The last cribbages of your hairline and your common sense. They want you to prostrate yourself on the floor with doormat across your back, right? And no Vaseline on your back end so they can continue soaking it to you, darling. The next one is the bully. Their plan is to intimidate you, right? In some instances, right, this bully is popular in whatever circles you are running, right? They are idolized by the feeble-minded. First mistake. The Bible says, Father God, right, will not stand for any other idol. Are you mad blood? Anyway, right, the bully will go out of their way. Once they realize they cannot conquer you, right, they will get on the balls of their feet. Yes, baby, right, with their what? Mockery, darling dear. Mockery. Merchants of slander. Jeremiah 9:40. You heard the bell because I speaks the truth. Pinky's up. Found me ring. Don't even speak about it, guys. Because you know them fairies. They'll be off with it again. Right. The next one is the what? The sneak. The spin master. Right. A full-on gaslighter. Right. Full of what? Opium and cognitive dissonance. Right. Changing history, blood. History. Right. In order to suit their situations to meet their wicked end. It always comes to a wicked end. The bully as well, the sneak, right, likes to play on sympathy. So you have to make sure you're not putting your sympathetic nature towards a bottom feeder. Because they would have exhibited some of the other traits before they got to being the sneak. There was a bully, entitled, and a strategizer to boot, right? We're going to move swiftly along because time is of the essence. The next one is the scammer, right? It's an amalgamation of everything I've just finished talking about, right? This one is in for the long game, darling dear. Yes, baby. They will put on their mask and their what? Their cloak, right? Of blending in like a full-on Judas in a Peter suit because they're in it for the long game. They will what? Root out whilst they are playing this long game, darling dear. They will have an attentive ear so they can root out all your vulnerabilities to ensure they get what they came for at the end of their long game. Know this. The next one is the benevolent one. Baby, I don't even know if this is the worst of the bunch, but it feels like it to me. They're only present, right? Here, they're going to come through and present you with an opportunity, right? That if you do A, B, and C, you are going to get what? E straight through to Z, darling dear. Except you never get it. You'll be what? A set of dusty bones, right? Sitting on that what? Settee, waiting for the end, for their what? Their outcome. What they promised you would come through. As you what in some cases put your time, your energies, and definitely your pentacles towards that bottomless pit, because there'll always be something else amongst the A, B, C, and D for you to do to get to E and Z. The next one, big cat. Know this. Lean in, best friend. Lean in. right? The next one is the informant. Yes, baby, they have not been what? Hired by FBI, MI5, CIA, or any other observing agency. They are a gossip and always there for the tea, right? But never the mocha, because where there is mocha, you ain't getting smoked. No! Not at all. Not this side of this, what? Age of Aquarius, darling dear. Yes, baby, they love the tea. They will come through with that listening ear, that shoulder for you to lean on in times of adversity. When what? You're going through the wickedest time of your life. They'll be there with the what? A cup of tea. So you'll what? Spill your guts, darling dear. The reason of this, right? They don't want your money. No, they don't want your favor. They want your story so that they can live on it and be what? The ultimate mix and spin doctor on what you had going on. They live for the reaction, right, of the feeble-minded on the spiritual short bus as they divulge all what you was, what, unwittingly giving out. Be careful of the informant, darling dear. In the workplace, right, amongst family members that wants to be demoted, right? Be careful of that friend. What it always turns up when you're going through shit. But when that shit turns into shanola, they are nowhere to be found, darling dear. You can't find them. They can't stand your happiness. And the final one, as I sips my mocha, cause I ain't getting smug blood. I ain't. The final one, big cat. Lean in. This one is the tragic one. This is a special case, they're special, darling dear. They are special, right? Because their usuration is intentional. Yes, baby. We all go through rough patches until you realize that you are a big cat and the DNS, right, is the right place to be. Once you want to get your cranium straight, call on your spiritual strength and get down and dirty with the knowledge. Why? Because knowledge is power and power is power. I digress. Let's go back in. I'm going to rein it back in, darling dears. Yes, baby. As I was saying, we all go through tragic periods, some more than others. Or until you what? You listen to Case. Because Case is a pointer. When I point it out, right, that if you're wallowing in said tragedy, please take the time to go to the mirror and smack the shittle and the spittle, right, out of you. Until you've what? Made up again once with yourself, your higher self. This individual, right, is always in a perpetual state of emergency. Crisis point, guys. Crisis point. Looking for your energies, right, so they can use them. And what will happen? You're depleted, right? Feeling like a wash rag, like you've just wiped their ass with all of your energies, darling dear. Always needing you to help them fight a fire or bail them out of a situation. As tempting, big cat, because you are compassionate. One of your Bushido rules, you have to realize, right, sometimes you can't rescue everyone. Just like where you are going, not everyone can come with you. Not even if they pay down on that shit. They're a branch that's meant to be broken off, darling dear. Come through, my dear. Push, clap. Yes, baby, as I was saying. Don't rescue them. Allow them, right? Because you have to realize they've got a big issue. One that needs a team of psychological evaluations, right? And possibly imprisonment with the prisoners because they are crack on crazy, right? And perpetrating heinous crimes. They need to be locked up, blood, right? You, big cat, are incapable. I repeat, incapable of helping what? The tragic one. As we dive right in. Okay, we're going to talk about the opportunities. Opportunities, I keep saying it. Opportunities today, right? Let's call in the energies of... Oh, before I go one step further, let me cleanse my palms with my chalice wellsprings water. Drove all the way to Glastonbury to get it, don't you know? Pinky's up. Wonderful town, Glastonbury. It's very old. Right. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, darling dears. Energies up. Oh, good golly and gosh. Already starting off. My left palm is itching me. This rarely happens. Give unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar. Make sure what needs to be paid is paid. This is not a good sign, kicking it off. Somebody's in a broke pocket state. Right. Cornered like a rat by their own consequences. And they're looking to what? Reactivate the opportunist in them. A full-on doppelganger. A Judas in a Peter suit, darling dear. Let's get the overall energies. We're going to use the what? The Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards, darling dear. Why? Because I haven't used them in a while. Base of the deck, we've got Divine Masculine. Have you bossed up on these Mitches? Is there a divine masculine around you that they simply can't take? Right? As they realize their opportunities ways, right, have been escorted. Where was it escorted? To the mud hut, darling dear. 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. I keep telling you. 2 streets over from Loser Lane, in the district of the Village of the Damned. We discussed this many times. But as I said many times, I'm a pointer. What of the opportunist? Right? Oh, good golly and gosh, we've got feminine energy. Right? This also represents what? The Empress. This talks about abundance. Some of them may have what? Actually got somebody pregnant. Right? Do I see a what? A phoenix in the background? You got up from them ashes. Whatever that mile is. This person has been dancing around the maypole. Right? Or been offering out streams from their maypole. Right? To the unwashed public. This also speaks about what? A fertile new union coming towards you. One which you what? Have to put your what? 6 senses on it, darling dear. If you have to what? Become a necromancer to be sure. If this person is not an opportunist, you do that shit. We've got no time to be doubling back on F shit. It doesn't go with our hairline, our waistline, our pentacles, our humor, our peace, and anything else which is in the up. As I sip my mocha. Yes. Oh, yes, baby. This must be about you with these badass alchemist ways. The magician in the upright, darling dear. Whatever you touch turns to gold. This also speaks about what? A miracle pregnancy. Somebody's going to find out they're procreating. This is also about you what? Having the skills. The skill set, darling dear, to manifest whatever you want. This maypole also speaks about spring, darling dear. Something big is in the offing. right, is what? In gestation status, about to what? Pop off during the spring 2022, darling dears. The Magician is what? Air energy as well as Mercury, darling dears. This speaks about you being what? Resourceful, right? Lessening your energies, realizing the opportunist in the crowd, darling dear. This is about you what? Developing your psychic intel, listening to the downloads, right? Listening to your body. Your body's a true Geiger counter to F shit. Just listen to it, right? Just before your hairline leaves you, it says, you better stop! Yes! That's what's going on, blood. Fist bump. Pregnant with infinite possibilities. And when you see the Magician as well as the Empress, you know, right? A union is afoot, possibly one that's divinely guided. The Empress always screams of abundance, darling dear. Love of self, right? The Magician is somebody who what? Goes solo. Why? To go within. Why? To test their own intellect, darling dear. How else are you going to know how smart you are? Unless you walk alone, darling dear, and manifest. Especially if you harness the energy of the new moon and the lion's gate. But I digress again. Digress, darling dears. On the base of the deck, we've got somebody who's in healing, right? And they're not saying healing things about the big cat, right? This person, right, is full of illusion and subterfuge. This is also about what? Somebody's going to be realizing that they've got an illness, right? That is not going to be healed. Not this side of the age of Aquarius and not during this lifetime. Yeah, coming a cropper, right? Is it their karma catching up with them? I don't know. We're about to see, darling dears. We're going to look a bit deeper on this healer card. Why the healer card? Because it's the only one that came out upside down, blood, and it's not you. It can't be you. If it's you, if it is you, right, that's going through the F shit right about now, I don't know what to tell you, blood. You're on the wrong channel, right? Because I can't help you. Sorry, I can't bear to see fingerprints on my table, especially when I just put them there. It's the OCD in me. Right, lovely. Clean it all up like it never happened. Yeah, like it never happened, big cat. Right, respecting the process on the base of the deck. This is about what? 5 streams of income, darling dear. Passive income. This is about you getting the big P, a return to your common sense, darling dear, and you cultivate it like a field, understanding that you have what it takes to manifest whatever you want. It's where your what? Your focus goes. It grows, darling dear. The 5 also speaks about the hierophant. The hierophant is about trust, darling dear, and being wise, respecting the process, what you had to go through, right? Who's going to look at healer? What is this? It says healer, but it says witch. Listen. I'm thinking to myself, nah, blood, how comes I can't see this? I need a new, younger pair of eyes, as well as me glasses. Nah, sir. Let me look where them put it, because, boy, I don't know, why would you put something on the bottom and it doesn't match the top? You see? Look at me blaming the tools, guys. Yeah. Right, we've got witch. That's on page what? 102, darling dears. That's a 10 and a 2. Talks about what? New cycle, right? As well as renewal and ending in order something new to be birthed. We also have the energy of the 2, darling dears, right? That's the High Priestess. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. The High Priestess also comes with knowledge of secrets, right? You've been given some intel, and you've been given the green light to what? Cut off and cut out what you need to cut out. We've got no time to allow things to hold us back, right? The healer, right? The witch, right? Mystery and magic of the old ways beckons you to tap into the ancient wisdom of those who've walked the path before you, and to recognize that you are one and the same, for within your blueprint you carry the wisdom of the natural healer. The witch within asks you to connect with the knowledge and wisdom that you have accumulated from your many lifetimes, right? I'm not going to read it all because this is in the reverse, right? So this is somebody that's been what? Trying to cast spells on you. Screenshot it. Read it at your leisure. Somebody's been trying to what? Cast many aspersions on the big cat, right? Wanting you to be scuppered, right? Possibly what? The opportunity they tried to take in your life. You realize, you know what? It's either you or me, blood. And I don't want to go to jail. Scene 144. Fist bump, push, clap. You know when you are in good company. When you see 144, right? 144,000 of the chosen of this generation, right? To be light workers. To wake up. Ooh, for those who have the ears to hear. And the eyes to see, big cat, as I sip my mocha. Let's get some runes on the table. Oh. We have Uras. This is my hierophant. This is the God card for me in tarot, right? In the upright, it speaks about traditions. In the reverse, right, it speaks about breaking the mold, going out of those boundaries. Listen, I don't see this in a what is the word? I can't speak today. What's the matter with my verbiage? Derogatory. I don't see it in a derogatory way, right? I see this as you living outside of the box, darling dear. Unable to be what? Kept down by religion, spirituality, right? Someone what? Banking on the fact that you would what? Be complacent. You broke out of that box. You broke the mold, right? Uras is represented by the letters V as well as the letter U, as well as the numbers 20 and 23, darling dears. This talks about what? You divorcing yourself from situations that were fragile, darling dear. One where you what? Felt impotent, right? To be your badass alchemist self. This also speaks about you what? Having been in a situation shit, right? With a social climber. An opportunist, blood. If the runes ain't coming through with the true, I don't know where you're going to get it from, darling dear. Yes, baby, the letter U. What's this? Right? Came out sideways. Right? No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. But this speaks about what? Bad energy, darling dear. False friends. That vibe you've been getting, right? That itch you can't quite scratch. Why? You need to drop off a bottom feeder or two, because their name is Oppo and the last name is Tunist. Yes, baby. The ones that what? Can shape shift at the drop of a hat into exactly what you need them to be. Right? So they can become an informer or a bully or a what? Strategist in your life. The moon energy, right, is represented by Pisces energy. This is Algaz. It also represents an X, whatever that X is to you. The number 72 and 75 is relevant. Also, This talks about what? A liar and a cheat being a liar. This was the wrong person for you. Wrong partner, wrong friend. Everything wrong about it. What? Listen, this is what happens when you get a better perspective of the situation. You're going to look back and think, I must have been lonely as hell to allow you into my times and energies. Right? It's not a nice thing to look back on, but it's better to look back on it and realize you've grown, right? Than to be in the same situation, right? Being pressed, pumped, and perturbed. As what? The opportunists will continue to what? Plunder, pillage, and loot whatever you've got going on. Algaz, darling dear, the X. It also represents the letter Z. Did I say that? Well, I'm saying it again, darling dear. Just in case the ones at the back didn't hear me, right? This person is a full-on poet of the untruth. They are feeling extremely unhappy at this moment in time. But where they are at this moment in time, they have a negative advantage. Why? Because there being opportunities around there too. Listen, they don't change their shiznai, right? Just because they're not in your presence. They just get other unsuspecting, feeble-minded to buy it because they're new to it. The final rune. Good golly and gosh, haven't seen this in a while, man has. This is the Fool, darling dear. This is about you, what? Continuing to take a leap of faith, trusting in self, right? It also speaks about what? Secret enemies, right? Frenemies, blood. Divine wants you to put your awareness on that, put your third eye on it. Send out your security to guide your footsteps. Who is your security? Your ancestral team, darling dear. You should always be grateful for them. They pulled your ass out of many a tight fit. Sure they did. The Fool energy, darling dear. This is about you being the eternal child. Continue to take a leap of faith and be spontaneous, right? As you continue to move in what? Silence, darling dear. Shut up! You are ballerina ninja today, I told you. Whether you're male or female, right? Let me see you point your toes. Yes, baby. The Fool energy. This person was a distraction, or people was a distraction in your life, right? They didn't respect any situation that you was in. They came in what? In full lyrating motion. Right. Let's dive in a little deeper and see what else is going on. Base of the deck. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. Yes, baby. The negative thoughts is having a field day in their cranium. If you have progeny with this person, they are nobody's parent, right? No one's guide. They can't even guide themselves. Not even out of a paper bag, unless there's an opportunity in it for them, darling dear. And when you realize these people, if their loyalty depends on the opportunity it presents for them, they are true bottom feeder. Sun energy, Leo energy. This speaks about what? A betrayal and a breakup. My battery's gone low. Just a second, big guys. I've got to go and get it. Oh no. Coming back at a hot shot with the power. And we're back. Had to go and get the power, darling dear. Right, as I was saying, sun energy on its face, darling dear. This book speaks about what? This person was a destructive influence in your life. But this also speaks about it being a past relationship. You're not going for it right now. But this opportunity is opportunist is setting out their feelers, right? They're hoping that you've forgotten everything. You big cat with the memory of an elephant. They're hoping you've forgotten. Have you forgotten? I don't know. Listen, I can't even get a laugh out. It beggars beyond belief. Because this person would love to come through and juggle you again, darling dear. And did I say there was brown pocketers? Buddy, have you got a dime? They're experiencing a bit of zemblanity, right? A financial turn for the worse, darling dear. Right? Kind of in a what? Batten down the hatches, right? In a kind of a way. The Two of Pentacles on its face, Capricorn as well as Jupiter energy, darling dears. This tells us, right, they ain't getting the message. They're not able to what? Adapt to the situation that they've created for themselves, right? They're allowing what? Their tiny minds, right, to make their obstacles into mountains. Excellent day. As long as it's outside the perimeter, we don't have what? A pour in the fight. This opportunist, well, they thunk. They could get away with it. Who's that? Hello, Ashley Dixon. Glad you could pop in. Melissa Allen. Billy Bonza. Who else is here? Universal Princess. Who else is here? What's this? Methodical, mystic, butterfly, intuitive. Good God, this is a lot. It's a lot. It's full on. Listen, how come your name is so long, dear? We're in the age of the what? Abbreviation. No, I'm just taking the mick with you. Glad you could all pop in and join me. 169 in the chat room, right? Listen. This one that juggled you, right? Like a boss, I might add, because you nearly lost all your hairline and your common sense, barking at passing cars. They don't want the situation to be over. This person is still trying to hold on you, possibly an energetic hold, as they're feeling that you've turned your back, that you've cut the cord, right? Yes, baby. The Eight of Cups on its face. Pisces as well as Saturn energy. They're feeling a separation now. They're looking at your emotional maturity. They are faking the funk, right? In their particular what? Prison that they've created for themselves, darling dear. The Brock Pocketers prison. They're doing the full-on hyacinth bouquet. Keeping up appearances. Who for? I don't know. It's not you, big cat, because you couldn't care less. Oh, yeah. Stuck in a toxic situation, unable to move forward. What's this? With a Queen of Wands, no less, a Jezebel spirit. Listen, this is tree soft personified, right? Always got the genitals up in the air. This person is bitter, jealous, and twisted. Whomsoever they're dealing with, right, is of the same, right, caliber. But only they're what? Cheating on them. Because this person loves the attention of many and gets it by any means necessary, right? Through lies, through cheating, right? Spell work, sex magic, because they love the blood magic. I told you. This person, they're feeling stuck in that situation. Look. Situation where they're bitterly unhappy. Right? And they put themselves there. Yes, they know this. They sorted that shit out for themselves. Whomsoever that is for you. Right? They've got no control in that situation. They're in what? Full-on homosexual mode. Yes, baby can be told to get the black bags, right? At the drop of a hat. This is why they're trying to play it smart and smooth so they don't get kicked to the curb. Not as winter is approaching. Come through Game of Thrones. Posh clap. Hey! They know what they did and they're living with. They're unhappy that you are no longer, right, emotionally invested in a situation, right, that was stagnant and stuck while they was too busy what? Giving out all they could to whomsoever wanted it. Right, their genitalia had no chill factor and no pause button. Who's that? Listen, it's see a sand. He says in time, but your voice is deeper than that. Put some bass into it. Now he's laughing. Like a girl, I might add. Now he's laughing like a guy. Hey, listen. As I was saying, all my cards are getting twisted up. A lot of confusion going on in this situation, right? A lot of cussation, right? Lies, arguments. We've also got the High Priestess on her face. This talks about mistresses, right? Sister wives or sister husbands. Or is it brother husbands? Whatever they call it. There's more than one, right? Couple in this situation. Well, here you are as the Queen of Pentacles, right? Confident. This could be my single parent card. You are taking care of everything, darling dear. You are the ideal partner, right? One who anybody would want to invest in on the long term. Why? You know how to put your shiznai together. Your loyalty, right, is not to be played with. Especially in a situation that you had to nearly chew off your foot to get away from, right? Heal your heart, right? And then get through the what? The finishing line victorious. Listen. The cards are still mixed around. What's going on? Let's go look at this Eight of Cups. They didn't want you to move on. They wanted you to be emotionally bound to a situation that was going nowhere fast, right? They wanted you in the streets like the crypt keeper. They wanted you crack on crazy. They wanted all of this for you. All because of the separation, right? Because you had the strength, right? And the tenacity, right? To leave a toxic situation. One that was taking your hairline, right? That was fraught with nothing but loss, grief, and sadness. And this is from the person or people that's supposed to love you. Hate me then. If that's how you love, hate me. Right? Look at this shit. They didn't want you to leave. Why? Because you learned your independence. Right? This is about you gathering your bag together. You will soon. We already saw the Queen of Pentacles. This is where you're going. Right? You are drama free at this moment in time. Allergic to it. Doesn't go with anything you've got going on. Right? The Nine of Pentacles. This is about you knowing your worth, darling dear. This is also about your what? Material success. Right? Some of you are achieving accolades, right? Accomplishments. This is about you securing your foundation by the sweat of your proverbial balls, darling dear. Slow but steady progress. Some of you are making a major purchase. All this is going on, right? While the Opportunist is playing what? Double Dutch at your hemisphere, darling dear. Trying to what? Monkey branch. Right, back into your shiznai. Right, and look what they've come to offer you. Community dig, darling. Do you want the community dig? Do you really need to ring around that particular pole? We've already seen the maypole, right? Spirit is telling you this is a bad business deal, right? If you're in, also if you've left a situation, right, that you felt you couldn't leave, this could be a job situation. Right? Spirit is telling you that go through with your entrepreneurship, right? Continue to focus and work hard, right? Because opportunity, luck, and divine guidance is on its way. This is what you see with the Ace of Wands, right? Removing yourself from situations that did not recognize your particular je ne sais quoi, right? Allowing those friendships, right? Those business deals, those business partners, those environments that don't go with your hairline. Spirit is asking you to take the chance on you. Take that leap of faith. We've already saw manners, the Fool energy, right? Switch it up on a bottom feeding midge. In silence. You're not a tree, darling dear. You can change it up at any time. Look at this. Seniors up. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Let me tell you something. Where they are right now, They'd love to run away. They'd love to do a full-on tinky winky, but it's their karma, darling dear. You must stay there. Spirit has said to them, sit down. They sat them down. Three of Wands, darling dear, on its face. Aries as well as the sun energy, right? They are still holding on to the past, waiting for clarity. How much more clarity to realize that you are at 911 Freddy Krueger Mud Hut, 2 streets over from Loosey Lane, in the district of the Village of the Damned. How much more clarity do you need, right? They see you, right? Not taking their hopium. They thought, right, they wanted you to sit down stuck in that mire. They didn't know that you would find it within you to move on. Not only did you move on, you took the power grid. You've changed your face in this world, right? This is about your health returning, making healthier food choices, healthier choices with your energies, taking the time to get the knowledge, right? Because knowledge is power, and you now know power is power. You don't want this cup. You don't want it. Look who's offering, the dick dealer. Those that like to be in and out of your life. And look at this, with their crumb factory, the same crumb factory they give to the horde. Which horde is that? The tree sloth, darling dear. We've already spoken about them. The ones that they easily attract, the ones that need facials, a whole bath, and antibiotics, and to be caged like the beasties that they are. Yes, baby. Nearly said bestiality. Listen. Allow my tongue. If you're not going to make my verbiage right, don't put those words in it. Please, Spirit. They're going to take some kind of leap of faith to you. They're going to try and be spontaneous, right? But remember, these are the hands that will take you straight back into the hell basket. The hand basket to hell, right? Put you in the front seat, blood. For the spiritual short bus. Can't speak today. What's going on? They don't want me to speak. And when they come to speak to you, whomsoever it is, they're going to be stammering and stuttering, right? With their tongue that they just finished licking the devil's balls with, right? To come and discuss their future with you. Not everybody's supposed to go where you're going. Know this. Just take the lesson, darling dear. Take the lesson. Right? There is no love going to be offered in this situation. It will block you off from your creativities, right? Put you straight back in the DNS, right? When you've already healed. Are you mad blood? Bruh. Well, sister, is this what you really want for you? After Spirit has done so much for you, turned so many things around. And if you haven't won, it's not over yet. Your spiritual armor, darling dear. On this Queen of Wands in reverse, yes, spells have been cast in your way through malicious words, right? Blood magic. Because if you are still laying down with this bottom feeder opportunist that meant you no good, right? Know this, their partner is trying to zap you, right? With some of that brimstone and sulfur. Know this. Why? Because they're jealous of you. They wanted you to chase them. Who's going to chase Chucky's bride, right? For a bottom feeder that can't count. Doesn't know what 2 means. Who wants to be with someone that can't count, blood? Except when it comes to your pentacles. Then their mathematics is excellent. Yeah. Especially when they're trying to get their shares out, darling dear. For them share. Oh, hell no. Listen, I nearly did a forward roll onto the cards. I don't want to see these anymore. Because it's pissing me. Look! This lying lighter, right? This cheating cheater would love to come back. They're seeing things from a different perspective. They're wondering if you're prepared to sacrifice yourself to the situation again. What's this? No, I can't make it up. This jig dealer, this mattress bag, the one that loves the attention of many. Why? Because their self-esteem is below the bottom point. They need a feeble-minded to tell them that they're good. The only thing they're good with, right, is giving out the fatum or the panani. They've got no other substance behind them. It was all you, big cat. Know this. This is outrageous. And now all the cards are back to front and mixed up, right? Toxic situation, as we know. One that you need to stay away from. Look what's come out again. Your independence. This is Independence Day. Right. I want to have a deeper look, right, at this feminine energy as this person that's casting the spells, because we need to know what type of spells they're casting, whom it is against, right, and what's the outcome as you stand there with your what? Empress of everything, whether you're male or female, right? We're going to take that over to the Patreon. So we're going to leave it right here. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. Take the hop, skip and jump with me to the Patreon, where you'll get access to all the extended reads for $5.55. Change. Yes, baby. Or toddle over to Teesprings, where I have a plethora of paraphernalia that will surely titillate your fancy. I should talk to you as I'm telling you this. Yeah. And if you require a personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555. Let me back it up a bit. Where's my ears? Listen. There's a lot of infiltration and pilferation going on here. Got to show everybody who's boss. Anyhow, as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't take them back. Don't look back. It's only for reference material. Not for you to take a forward roll or a long bath in it, darling dear. Because you will be scuppered. Yeah, and have to be in the mirror smacking yourself across the face again. And we don't want that. We don't like breaking up with each other all of the time, just sometimes, so you can get it straight. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat. See you in the Patreon, where we will dive a little deeper. Cat. Where's the off button? I can't see shit without my spectacles. Oh.